Hello and welcome to Smart Owl Readers. My name is Miss Jeannie, and today we're going to be doing letter N of the alphabet booklet. Make sure that when you start the book, I never go to this first page, I turn. But when you introduce the book, make sure you're reiterating each time that this is a letter, and our new letter has a name and a sound, and the name is N, and the sound is N. And watch for N. And also with the M, sometimes it's M. So there's, again, it's that putting that U with the letters that you will sometimes hear, and it's more prevalent in some letters than others. So check for that. So it's N. Okay, so here we go. Net, N, N. Again, if they can say what it is when you're pointing, nail, N, N. Nest, N, N. Sometimes we'll want to count the eggs or talk about nests, and it's springtime when I'm filming right now. So again, I always say take that moment to expand their interest in YouTube or book, or just talk about an experience. You know, time you saw a nest and the eggs and the birds hatch, and engage is I guess what I'm trying to say here. Nose, N, N. Necklace, N, N. Nuts, N, N. Now we're going to go into the next section, which again is our lines, our sky, the grass, and the fence. You can see where it starts. Let me trace over it. Net, N, N. Nail, N, N. Nest, N, N. Nose, N, N. Necklace, N, N. When I talk about N and M, because those are sometimes confused, not as much as other letters, but it's just with this one, it's one hump. And so when you're teaching the M and the N, it's that same motion. So it's going down, backing up the car, and a hump. Nuts, N, N. Okay, now our uppercase. Again, I would trace this one straight on up and down. This is a slant, and I will do this throughout my teaching them. Ask them to show me what a straight line looks like with their finger or their hand, and what a slant looks like. And a slant can tilt this way, or a slant could tilt this way. I'll do this with my hands. So you start introducing that even if they're not writing, the difference between a straight line and one that's tipped a little bit. We call it a slanted line. So net, N, N. Nail, N, N. Nest, N, N. Now we're going over to the uppercase on lines again, same format. So now you get to see where it fits on those lines, blue to green, back up. Now we've got our slanted line. Then we go here back up the top and a straight line. Nose, N, N. Nuts, N, N. Okay, now we're going to go with our 3 pages, or upper and lower case, so they can actually see the similarities, if there are any, and the differences. Net, N, N. And I'm saying it twice this time because you've got 2 N's, and it's just a practice being able to sound out one sound for each letter. I'll say this a few times in the videos because it's very common in the preschools to teach them, or they do it on their own, wanting to say the sound many times. So they'll see a letter and they'll go, N, 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 N. And sometimes it's hard to break that habit. So from the beginning, what I just teach them is each time they see the letter, they say one sound per letter. So N, N. These are the last 3 pages. Nail, N, N. Nest, N, N. And our good job page. My daughter wanted to make sure the newt got put in here. So he looks like a lizard, but he's actually more related to the frog, kind of a cousin, because he lives on both land and water, where our lizards just live on the land. And then his skin is also smooth like the frog. So that may be something you could talk about, because my daughter Nicole loves the newt. Okay, so that's the N book. Make sure you look below, and you can click down on the link and download these for free. I try and go through each of the booklets with the videos very quickly, so you can get just the tips that I might have on that particular letter, but they're meant to go quickly. And then I'll see you at our next video. Okay, have a wonderful day.